One down as we go to 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. And Van Dijk waited for his moment.
Equaliser, this time stopped by Virgil Van Dijk.
Wants to play towards the far post, it's into Mbappe.
Kelly, the man that was at fault.
Goes all the way back for Tottenham now. Son. Oh, but look at this. Kulusevski dealt with by Van Dijk. He's not seen much of it today. Runs into Van Dijk.
Here's Sesko, who's suddenly able to do that. 3 and 2 so far.
Premier League matches since November. That's better. Blocked out for a Tottenham corner.
The feet of Menezzi, the
Van Dijk.
Mandy with the cross, it headed away by Van Dijk.
Hey, Marmouche. Van Dijk with a header.
Through to Estepinian. Now Danny Welbeck. Boy.
Smido getting it for him.
I'll go Chukwu. All on Hinton. Guimaraes trying to pirouette away from Van Dijk.
Van Dijk.
Brown and Bomo. Wissa makes his move. Van Dijk tries to get back.
This is a performance that's setting a marker as well. Because
Gravenberg in and around Welbeck, but he hung in there. Rita tried.
Van Dijk keeping an eye on him. Nobody else is up there. Sessegnon in support now. Ahmad.
Never's keeping it alive. Dembele. Bounces off the Pender.
Spence straight to Virgil Van Dijk.
This feels like a big moment. It's Doyle, and it's drifted away. That wall did its job well.
Whose early goal today separates the teams.
And again from McAllister. Van Dijk! Liverpool are on the verge.
In by Alexander-Arnold. Good flick at the front post. Van Dijk puts it in. Diaz flicked it on. Virgil Van Dijk gets his first Premier League goal of the season. Van Dijk! Virgil van Dijk! Another header from a corner. And this is going to set up an exciting finish at Stamford Bridge now.
Who can't get to it, and Virgil van Dijk heads the next one in. First Canate, now the captain. Milan 1, Liverpool 2.
He had already gone out his hands on it. It was a super pass.
Van Dijk looking for Gakpo here, and he's picked him out too. Tuesday, Manchester City conceded 3 late goals in the game.
Liverpool have been well on top. Nothing to show for it as yet. Robertson getting it in.
Van Dijk tossed in towards Salah.
maybe was a little unlucky not to have got the nod to start today.
And it's leaving Diaz the room.
And Liverpool have spotted that.
It's not quite heavy metal and certainly a bit harder rock. Real Madrid yet to have a single effort on target on the Liverpool goal. Here's Salah.
Van Dijk. Perfect for Salah.
Now comes on and brings it a different dimension to that midfield.
Here's Virgil Van Dijk. First of his crossfield delivery.
There's 3 or 4 Fulham players as Fulham made their way forward. Cost Liverpool. Makes a bit of a movement towards him. No, not really.
Chester Party's defensive position.
Score. Don't want to be kind of going up beyond here now.
Challenge. There seems to have been a little bit of a cost for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Diogo Jota will get there.
Van Dijk. Effortlessly, also it seemed to...
Misplaced by Palacios. Van Dijk seeking out Salah.
It's been the visitors all the way.
Van Dijk allowed to progress.
Chester glue. There's some Liverpoolian joy in the...
Balls that have come into the box, and the Gullis has been there first and just dealing.
Moroccan.
And out by...
Taking on Gravenberch.
Rolled the dice now, hasn't he? He's made changes to personnel. He's
Elanga. Van Dijk. Digne. Van Dijk.
got a head injury. Play on.
Saka's really tormenting Robertson in these early... Fernandes waited for the ball.
It's a different route to Daka. 2 or 3 players in and around him when he's on the ball, so, you know, credit the midfield of Newcastle.
He's helping it in here, and Van Dijk.
Brooks. Oh, what a ball that. He scored the goal. Hoyland.
Palmer waving everybody forward.
And the success has gone on 2 defeats and 32 in all this season. Terrific.
Liverpool will go 8 points ahead of Arsenal, having played a game more than the Gunners.
Guimaraes. Scoop by Nico Gonzalez. Savinho, great ball back from Marmoush, but
Is likely to have success today. Reds actually finds Walker Peters. Stevens in towards Dribbling. Van Dijk winning it back.
Creating chances. Magara had one of them, drawing a save from Kevin Callagher.
Where's Burns? Floats in the cross, but...
and still, you know. Tom. Subtle slide for the creep in. Van Dijk to Gakpo again. Virgil Van Dijk set to be the 11th Liverpool captain.
Weak at times. The quality of his handling was impeccable. The brilliance of
Salah.
Stroke by Van Dijk.
Very comfortable in possession, exuding the confidence of a team who are unbeaten.
Jota straight into the...
I want to hope that they see it for a long time to come.
Salah happy.
The argument is if there's let one go, so in terms of...
Van Dijk, effortless, picked out Salah.
Van Dijk, trademark for Salah.
Van Dijk encouraging Gakpo on.
Austria nearly got that through to Van der Beek. It was cut out by Virgil van Dijk. Darwin.
Van Dijk, and off goes Salah. Trouble here for hat-trick against Leverkusen on Tuesday. And here he is picking up possession.
In 2022. Wasn't his first time, wasn't his last.
Van Dijk. It's measured to perfection for Luis Diaz.
Since that third goal, any sort of zest left in Milan was knocked out of them.
And still windy from the remnants of that hurricane.
Van Dijk. Salah.
Szoboszlai must think my Christmas has come early. I'm going to...
Marino. Down goes Odegaard.
Dembele striding forward. Virgil Van Dijk right place.
Shada. Wissa. It's Johan Wissa.
They're brought under control. The shot is smothered. Van Dijk, Gravenberg.
Chelsea seen a lot of the ball early on here. Down goes Food. De Bruyne tries to battle on.
Watkins. Yeah, misstep from Van Dijk.
Wasn't expecting it, but it was there on his foot.
Janel. Taka. Might have just been played onside.
Kulusevski's made a good darting one here. German to improve an already highly functioning Jurgen.
Bellingham chasing.
Bailey is always running into traffic.
Kulusevski. Met by Van Dijk.
2009. That Champions League success coming at the end of his foot.
Van Dijk stepping in, taking...
Harrison up in the penalty area. It's towards him. Van Dijk got his head. Brother. Again, Virgil Van Dijk. Savinho. Headed out like it.
Van Dijk.
Corner kick, which is headed away by Van.
Looking for Isak. It's a clever ball. Just.
Gruder sends it swirling in. Van Dijk got...
He's going to get there first. Van Dijk is the answer.